Hello again, business networkers. I want to introduce you to forever free video workspaces for the video evolution.
We then tried it again knowing that we had learned everything we needed to know the first time, and it failed. We happened to meet you at that point in time. We were down with our fulfillment company, and that was the beginning of a $200 million run.
What would your life be like today if you had quit after those first disastrous tests?
How would you like to make 35 grand a night in your sleep? Because that's what I was doing on a bad night. And on a good night, I was making a couple $100 grand a night. My wife wanted this farm. I just wrote a check to buy the farm. My wife wanted a Lexus. I got a Lexus. Life changes tremendously when you have money. And I'll give you an example. People who need help, you can help. When you want to make a business decision, you want to buy a company, you can buy a company. Time changes. Your kids can go and do what they want to do. I haven't changed much as far as my values or anything else. It's just my ability to touch other people's lives has changed tremendously.
Products don't sell themselves. Isn't it more about the unique selling proposition?
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's very, very simple. The analogy of a cleaner versus a restorer. I had a guy look at me saying, how the heck are you going to sell a tile cleaner for $20? The truth is you don't sell a tile cleaner for $20. You can sell a restorer for $20 because what's it cost to replace a bathtub? A couple $1,000 to rip it out and do all the plumbing and everything else? Before I met you, there was no one that I really had met. You never made me a promise that you couldn't fulfill on. It's great to have a bellows. And you were my bellows. You stoked my fire as far as getting my company and my project off the ground. You introduced me to everybody, and without which the wind would have blown my fire out because time was just working against me. And the fact that you came into my life when you did was that bellows, that there was still a spark left, and I was able to blow that spark into a very big fire and burn the house down. The reality is I did. We've worked really well together for many, many years. And I will give a recommendation to you, one of the best, if not the best out there, if not the only person out there that will hold your hand when it's appropriate and kick you in the butt when you need it and tell you what's real and what's not real. You can't give up and you can't quit when you fail the first time. It's one of those things that when you sit down and look at what you do, you're a fool to try it alone. This is an industry that will eat you up and spit you out no matter how tough you are. And I'm a pretty tough guy when it comes to business. It was eating me up. And the reality is I was about to quit till I met you. I'm the example of tried it before I met you, and I failed twice before I met you. There's a lot to know about the industry. We learned it. It's not that difficult. Most of it's common sense, but not a lot of people have common sense.